YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to y'all with that Rookie of the Year prediction. I'm gonna tell you all the rookies that has a chance to win this award by the end of the season. And I'm gonna pick my favorite, who I think is gonna end up with the award. It's all fun. It's all a good fun thinking process. Good conversations can happen in the comic session and stuff like that about who you think can win. Obviously, I read every comment, so if it makes sense or is worth talking about, I might even hit you up in the comment section. We can talk about it and duke it out and see who really can be the Rookie of the Year. And this is an important award because it's good to get off to a good start. It is good to be recognized for being the best of your class, and that's something that a lot of people take pride in the NBA. So these are the guys I think has the best chance of winning in my humble analysis opinion. Walter Clayton Jr., I think he's just going to get opportunities. That's what this award is all about. Who can put up numbers? As you see, if you're a hardcore NBA fan or even a casual, all you do is have to research. All you have to do is put up numbers. It don't have to be the most efficient. It don't have to be the most dominant. As long as you're up there with your peers or the players you're going against, you have a chance to win this award. And I think Walter Clayton is going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to have a chance to put up numbers just based off how the team is constructed and what the team needs. Get a couple threes to go, get a couple transition shots, get a couple mid-range shots to go and some free throws, and now you're at 8, 9, 10, 12 points. And we done seen even Stephon Castle win Rookie of the Year, putting up some of them type of numbers, and he wasn't the only one that was able to do that, the last 10 plus years. So I think Walter Clayton might not be the most efficient. He might not fill up the stat sheet crazy, but he's going to be able to put scoring numbers on the board, and that should give him some recognition to be in the conversation at least to be the Rookie of the Year. Another one is VJ Edgecombe. I'm not doing the order for that reason because VJ is going to be a guy that's going to get opportunity too. Paul George is not ready. We don't know what's going to happen to Joel Embiid and how he's going to look. We know that Maxey can play. Jared McCain has thumb surgery. We don't know how he's going to play and how he's going to look because he's also coming off that knee injury. So if somebody has to score, somebody has to come in and contribute if they're going to want to win games to try to make the playoffs by the end of the season. And VJ is that guy. He's going to take threes. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get to the basket. He's going to get out in transition. And he might not be efficient either because he's not the greatest free throw shooter. He's not the greatest three-point shooter. But all you have to do is attempt shots. When you attempt shots, you have a chance to make them. You make enough of them, get double figures, and you're right there with the other rookies in conversation to win this award. Danny Wolf. This is a reach, but Brooklyn, they're so decimated when it comes to talent. They need somebody that can rebound. They need additional playmakers to make their offense a little tougher to guard and less predictable, like going to Cam Thomas all the time or just trying to find Michael Porter Jr. He's going to have times where he's going to get offensive rebounds and get the ball back up in the air and into the basket. He's going to be able to get a couple of assists a game. He's going to have a filled out type of stat sheet where he's doing multiple things on the basketball court, and those numbers going to put him in conversation, in my personal opinion, to be at least number wise in the conversation to win Rookie of the Year. I doubt he win it, but the number should be there because he's going to have a chance to play a lot of minutes. And if you play a lot of minutes, you can put up a lot of stats. And that's all you really need to do to win this award. I can say the same thing about Igor Dimin. He's another guy that he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot because they need a playmaker. They need somebody that can find guys. They need somebody to take the pressure off Michael Porter Jr., to take the lift and the weight of the world off Cam Thomas. And if they ever get injured, somebody's going to have to pick it up. Somebody's going to have to be able to make shots and things happen. And I think Igor is going to be a guy that they're going to be using and forcing to try to find those things out and see if he can handle that type of load and see if he can develop in that type of player as a person that can score a little bit and find his teammates a little bit too. And that's the purpose of drafting him, because you see the potential and you feel like he can do it. Now you have the chance to put him in early, put him in the frying pan, or put him in the oven real quick, check on it from time to time, take it out when you think it's ready. And that's how point guards get molded and develop into the players that they will be. And you can say the same thing about Jeremiah Fears. know he's going to try to rebound. You know he's going to take a lot of shots. You know he's going to have a lot of chances to get assists. It's going to look ugly. It's going to look bad, just like the game against Melbourne. But he took 15 shots. They need somebody to score. When Zion's off the court, when Poole's off the court, when Trey Murphy's off the court, they need somebody to run that offense besides Jose Alvarado. And guess who it's going to be? Jeremiah Fears. They drafted him high because they like his upside, they like his potential, they like what he can possibly be, but you still got to let him play. You still got to let him learn. You still got to, deal with him in frustrating situations, because that's the only way he's going to figure it out, especially at the NBA level. There's no level higher than this. So now that you made it here, can you stay in the league? Can you perform at a high level? Well, we'll see. You know what I mean? He has a lot of flaws. He got a lot of things he got to figure out. He's very young, but experience is the best coach. It can kick your butt. It can hurt you real bad. But if you're watching your footage every day, you're practicing hard every day, you're competing every day, then you should be improving as the season goes on, and that should put him in a conversation for Rookie of the Year. Another guy is Trey Johnson, just because of the team that he's on. He's going to have an ample amount of opportunities to shoot the ball. We know that he can score. We know that he's a guy that's really aggressive. He's very, very confident in his shot. He just needs to move off the ball if he doesn't have a shot. If he can move off the ball quick and relocate and get out in transition and get to the basket, cut to the rim from time to time, we're looking at a guy that can be a double-figure scorer as a rookie. And if he does that, even if he's inefficient, he's going to be in the conversation also to win this award. Two, another guy that you can say something similar about is Ace Bailey. No surprise that he's going to be on this list, because Utah, their team is really bad, especially on the perimeter when it comes to creating shots and trying to get a bucket. At least Ace Bailey can handle a little bit. He can pull up from mid-range. He can make a three. He can get out in transition. He's going to try to, use his brains and his smarts and his ways of scoring that teams got to get adjusted to, and that's going to help him get to the free throw line from time to time. And then you look at it, Ace Bailey got 12 to 15 points every game just based off opportunity. He has good bigs that he can find for assists. Marketing can stretch the floor. Phil Plowsy can stretch the floor. Walker Kessler is always going to be in that dunker spot or close enough to it to where you can make a good pass if you get double teamed or trapped or cut. Trying to get to the rim, those guys are going to be available to kick it out to or dump it off to. So he's going to have the rebounds possibly too. He's quick, he's fast, he's lanky, he's athletic. He should be able to get 3 to 4 to 5, especially because he should be getting 25 or more minutes. So the scoring opportunity is going to be there. The outlet to passing is going to be there. And then it's just about just developing his body, getting stronger each and every month, and just trying to improve his shot selection and his understanding of how to play the game at his position with his teammates. It's a figuring out process, it's a filling out process when you have so much talent that you never had before. And on top of that, you're playing with guys you never played with before. So you have to figure those things out on the fly as a rookie. And it's going to be interesting to see how his season goes, because a lot of people like his shot creating ability and a lot of people like his upside. And I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to come in right away and get double figures as long as the minutes is there. Another guy you can say the same thing about is Dylan Harper. The problem with Dylan Harper is just too many people in front of him. But he's just as good as a lot of those players on the Spurs. But they have so many guards. They have so many wings. And we know that they like De'Aaron Fox. He's going to play the bulk of the minutes. You still got Stephon Castle and guys like that that's going to be ahead of him probably in the rotation, etc., etc. But once he get on the court, Dylan Harper is a bucket. He can find guys with his IQ. He knows how to get to the basket. He knows how to get to his shot. And he knows how to, do well on the court. It's just about who's going to be out there with him, what type of role they're going to give him, how many minutes he's going to play. Because when he's out there on the court, he's going to put up numbers. He's going to get really, really hot some games. He's going to really, really get to the free throw line probably a lot too. He's strong, he's physical, he understands how to use his handle and his body how to be able to get to his spots on the basketball court. And then it's just about, can you be a combo guard and make good decisions with the ball and continue to find your teammates as well as find your shots. That's what I'm looking forward to when it comes to Dylan Harper this season. And then Con Knipple. He's just a guy that's going to get a lot of chances. He's going to be on the court a lot. He's going to be able to get the threes. He's going to come off screens. He's going to be able to get mid ranges. He's going to be able to get some backdoor cuts probably too, because all the attention is mainly going to be on Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. He's just going to be a guy that's bridging, the court with them, and he just has to be a shot maker. Just be ready to shoot whenever you get the ball. Be ready to make a quick decision whenever you get the ball. And if you hold the ball too long, you're going to be out of your comfort zone, because that's not really your game, especially at the NBA level where you don't really have the height and strength advantage anymore that you had in high school and college. He's going to have to learn that. He's going to have to see that for himself. Then he's going to have to make adjustments as the season continues to go on. But LaMelo is an unselfish guy. He's going to find them. He's going to be looking for them because he respects them. And so does the rest of his teammates, because they want to win. And all he has to do is just be a shot maker. When you get the ball, just be ready to shoot. When you have a chance to score, just be able to figure out in a quick time of fashion and just try to make as many of those opportunities good as you can. And then Khan can be a double-figure scorer as a rookie, because he's going to be playing 25-plus minutes, because he fits a need in that starting lineup, which is being a shooter. And then, obviously, the guy that I'm going to pick is like everybody else. If he stays healthy, is going to be Cooper Flag. He can do more than basically everybody on this list. And Jason Kidd already said we're going to put the ball in his hands a lot. The more minutes you play, the more opportunities and the more chances you get, the more inflated your stats can be. And like I said, this is what the award really is. Who can put up the best numbers? He's going to be able to rebound. He's going to be able to pass. He's going to be able to score one-on-one. He's going to be able to score with the ball in his hands or out of his hands. He's going to score in transition. He's going to get some steals. He's going to get some blocks. But that counts towards the stats. And he's going to be able to score off those opportunities too if he does. And that just a lot of things to bring to the table as a rookie. And that will be the most complete package that you can offer. And I think Cooper Flag does the most. He can do the most. He's ready to do the most. And then he's in the opportunity that's going to allow him to do the most. And just those things all being true, he should be able to run away with this award, just because he's the most NBA ready body-wise. And he's going to have an opportunity of a lifetime to have himself shine as one of the reasons why they make it to the playoffs or get close to being one, because they can get into the play-in tournament too. So the wins might be there, the impact might be there, the decisiveness might be there, and then the chances that he's going to have is going to give him a green light, because the Mavericks want to be able to win. And if that means putting Cooper Flag in overdrive early, it just means he's going to learn faster and really develop faster than most of all these players on this list. And he could run away with it, by December or February, depending on how his numbers start off and how they start to look. The more he gets comfortable playing in the NBA and affiliating himself in this game to the style of the NBA. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis and to get it also when it first comes out. And if you didn't know, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA-only topics. Also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage too. But if you didn't know, I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch right now for free. And on top of that, I upload basically every single day. It's rare if I don't. So you always have something to watch and something to look forward to when it comes to basketball content. So if you love that type of stuff, this channel is definitely for you. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and making time for me, and also being ready for the content that I make for y'all on a daily basis. I love making it. Y'all love watching it. That's the 50/50 reason why this channel is still going on strong, and why it's one of the most popular channels about basketball on YouTube still. And I thank y'all for that. Other than that, see y'all later. Peace out. Hopefully I can also see y'all later today. If not, see y'all tomorrow with more content. Y'all stay blessed up. I'm going for now. Peace out.